the king who died in the front line, Cleombrotus at Leuctra. Dawn breaks slowly over the silent plain of Leuctra. A thin mist clings to the earth. The wind moves gently through the tall Boeotian grass. For a brief moment, the world feels still. But beneath that silence stands history, waiting to explode. Two armies face each other across the open field. On one side, Sparta, the most feared military power in Greece. For generations, their name alone has meant discipline, dominance, and death. And at the head of this legendary force stands a king, Cleombrotus I. He does not command from behind the lines. He does not hide behind walls. He stands in the very front rank, shield raised, spear steady, crimson cloak flowing behind him, because this is the Spartan way.
Reform the lines! We press on with discipline!
Repel the invaders!
But across the field, something is different. The Theban army does not look afraid. At their center stands a quiet, calculating mind, a man who understands that wars are not only won with strength, but with strategy. Epaminondas. He studies the Spartan formation carefully. He knows their pride. He knows their tradition. And today, he intends to break both. The horns sound. The earth begins to tremble. Spartan bronze shields glint beneath the rising sun as their line advances. Perfectly even, perfectly disciplined, 12 ranks deep. On the right wing, where honor demands the strongest stand, Cleombrotus marches with his elite. They have never truly been defeated in open battle, never humiliated, never broken. But today, the Thebans do something unthinkable. Instead of matching Sparta evenly across the field, Epaminondas masses his left wing into a crushing column, 50 ranks deep, a moving wall of bronze and wood, a hammer aimed directly at the Spartan right. The Spartans notice too late. The Theban column begins to advance, not quickly, not wildly, but with terrifying purpose. The ground shakes beneath thousands of synchronized steps. The first cavalry clash erupts in chaos. Horses scream, dust blinds the air, and Spartan riders are forced back into their own lines. Disorder ripples where there should have been perfection. Cleombrotus shouts commands. He signals for adjustment, but the formation cannot fully adapt. And then, impact. The Theban left slams into the Spartan right like a tidal wave. Shields crash with thunder's force. Spears thrust over rims. Men grunt, scream, and strain as bronze grinds against bronze. The depth of the Theban formation begins to matter. When a Spartan in the front rank falls, another steps forward.
Hold the line! They think they come in waves, but we are the rock fabric side! Hold them back! For the king! The breach is ours! soldiers! The enemy thinks we are brought, and we are not denied! Hold the line! No retreat! Fight as one! Hold the line! We stand as the line is breaking! We must flee! Save yourselves!
But when a Theban falls, dozens press behind him. The pressure builds. Spartan discipline holds. At first, Cleombrotus fights like a true Spartan king, cutting down enemies before him. His guard closes tight around him. Blood stains the ground at his feet. But the push does not stop. The sacred band surges forward with ruthless determination. The Spartan right begins to buckle. Cleombrotus realizes something unthinkable. They are losing. And in that terrible moment, surrounded by enemies and chaos, the king refuses to retreat. Spears strike. One wound, then another, then another. His guard tries to shield him. They fight desperately, forming a last wall around their fallen ruler. But the weight of the Theban column is unstoppable. Cleombrotus staggers. Blood pours down his armor. The Spartan king, descendant of heroes, commander of legends, falls to his knees in the dust of Leuctra. The cries spread faster than the clash of steel. The king is down, and something breaks. Not just a formation, not just a battle line, but a belief. The myth of Spartan invincibility begins to crumble. Across the field, Spartan allies falter. The right wing collapses. The center is exposed. Panic spreads like wildfire where discipline once stood unshaken. For the first time in generations, Spartans turn and run. The plain that began in silence is now filled with chaos. Shields abandoned, wounded crawling, dust rising beneath fleeing feet. Epaminondas does not chase recklessly. He raises his spear. Victory is secured.
Floods have passed. Our work awaits. The armory calls. Let us begin. This cuirass needs new straps, and the sword needs straightening. Pelopidas, our victory at Leuctra is just the beginning. Indeed, Sparta will seek to retaliate. Let them. We march on the Peloponnese. Our new formation will shatter their lines. A bold plan. The battle is won. Tonight, we feast in Thebes. A victory feast, my lord? To honor the fallen who gave their lives, and the living who fought bravely. A fitting tribute. My brothers, I have returned!
Father!
Welcome home, brother. My son, you have grown
I
strong.
missed you, Father.
And I you. Come here. My son, let me see the wound.
It is nothing, Father.
Bear it with courage. I will bandage it.
Yes, Father.
There. The pain will pass. The plain of Leuctra now lies empty.
The wind has swept everything away.
The messenger is due. Any word from our allies?
Hail, commanders! Victory! The allies have routed the enemy!
A glorious victory!
Not messenger. Be side is
Strong. Great gods, accept this offering from your faithful servants,
May the flames carry our prayers to Olympus.
and grant us victory in the coming trials.
For Thebes and our sacred cause!
By midday, thousands of Spartans lie fallen, among them their king. Cleombrotus did not retreat. He did not surrender. He died in the front line as a Spartan. But his death marks something far greater than personal courage. It marks the end of an era. From this day forward, Sparta will never again command the same fear. never again stand unquestioned as the supreme power of Greece. On the quiet field of Leuctra, a superpower fell, and history changed forever. The wind returns to the plain as evening settles in. Broken shields glint in fading light, crows circle above, and somewhere beneath the darkening sky lies a fallen king, the king who chose to die in the front line. But the real question is, was it courage or pride that destroyed Sparta that day? And that answer still echoes across history.